Imagine this: you wake up in the morning ready to conquer the world. You've got a plan, you've got ambition, and you're about to step out into a battlefield where only the strong survive. But here's the catch: your competition is already watching you. They've been watching every move, studying your strategies, and they're already thinking 5 steps ahead. The real question is, are you watching them? Are you prepared for what's coming, or are you too comfortable in the illusion that you've made it? Because while you're settling into your routine, someone else is working tirelessly to pass you by. Your competition is relentless. And if you're not paying attention, you'll find yourself outpaced, outdone, and left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with a simple but urgent message: success is a battle. But it's not just any battle, it's a battle of awareness, of preparation, of relentless pursuit. Every single day, your competition is watching you. They're analyzing your moves, your victories, and even your setbacks. They see your strengths and weaknesses, and they're working to turn every opportunity you miss into their own advantage. But here's the catch: they're not just watching you, they're taking action. They're sharpening their skills. They're preparing for the moment when they'll surpass you, when your spot at the top will be theirs. The question is, while they're watching you, are you paying attention to them? Are you even aware of the fact that every second you waste, every moment you hesitate, is an opening for someone else to step in and take what you've worked so hard for? Today, I want to remind you that the game is not won by those who think they've already made it. It's won by those who refuse to let their guard down, who keep their eyes on the prize, and who never stop improving. It's won by those who know that their competition is always watching, waiting for them to slip up. And while they're watching, you need to ask yourself the hard question: are you watching? Are you prepared for what's next, or are you letting complacency creep in? We're all in this fight together, but only the aware, the prepared, and the relentless will emerge victorious. The question is, are you ready to face your competition head on, or will you let them outwork you, outsmart you, and ultimately take what could have been yours? Let's dive in. Your competition is always watching you. They are always observing your every move, your strategies, and the way you handle success and failure. The truth is, no matter what field you're in, whether you're in business, sports, or any form of competition, there's someone out there studying you. They are analyzing your strengths, identifying your weaknesses, and looking for ways to surpass you. They are watching how you respond to pressure, how you rise after setbacks, and how you leverage your wins. Every success you achieve only makes you a more interesting subject to your competition. They may be quietly studying your every move, but that doesn't mean you should be passive. You need to be equally alert and vigilant. The more you know about your competition, the better prepared you'll be to face them when the time comes. Are you aware of what your competition is doing while you're focused on your own progress? While you're celebrating your achievements, are you overlooking the small things that give them an edge? Don't take your position for granted. Your competition is actively learning from what you do. You can't afford to be ignorant of their strategies, and you certainly can't afford to stop watching them. Excellence is not something that is achieved once and then becomes a permanent state. It is a relentless pursuit that never stops. Your competition doesn't take a break. They don't wait for the perfect moment to make their move. They are constantly seeking new ways to improve, adapt, and grow. Every time they encounter a setback or face a challenge, they use it as a stepping stone to get better. They look at failure not as an obstacle, but as a lesson. The competition is constantly in motion, driven by the desire to be the best, to claim victory, and to stay ahead. This hunger drives them to constantly refine their skills and strategies. While you might be sitting back, basking in your past achievements, they are out there working tirelessly to take your place. The relentless pursuit of excellence means you can't afford to rest on your laurels. Your last victory should only serve as motivation for the next challenge, not as a reason to stop. The competition isn't just waiting for the next chance to take over. They're preparing for it now. They understand that success doesn't come to those who sit idle. It comes to those who are consistently in pursuit of greatness, always learning, always growing, and always striving to improve. You need to ask yourself, are you pursuing excellence every day, or have you become complacent? Opportunity waits for no one, and the reality is that it often favors the prepared. If you're not actively preparing for the next opportunity, you are giving it away. Your competition is not waiting for the perfect moment. They are creating it. They're already working on their next move. They're staying ahead of trends, anticipating shifts in the market, and positioning themselves to strike when the time is right. If you're not actively preparing for the next opportunity, then you're going to miss it. And that means your competition will be there to capitalize on what you've overlooked. Every successful person knows the importance of preparation. They don't wait for things to fall into their laps. They prepare, plan, and position themselves for success. While you're waiting for an opportunity to come to you, the competition is out there making their own. They're staying ready so they don't have to get ready. If you want to succeed, you can't afford to sit back and wait for opportunity to knock. You need to be proactive, always preparing for what's next. The more you prepare, the more likely you are to seize the opportunities when they come. And believe me, your competition is watching you closely to see if you miss them. Success is all about timing, and those who understand this principle thrive in their respective fields. The ability to time your moves, your decisions, and your actions is what separates the good from the great. The competition is always aware of this. They understand that success doesn't just come from working hard. It comes from working hard at the right time. Are you waiting for the perfect moment to take action? Because I can assure you that the competition isn't. They're not waiting for the stars to align. They're working behind the scenes, making moves, testing the waters, and positioning themselves for success. They are anticipating the right time, and they're ready to strike when it comes. On the other hand, you might be holding back, thinking you need to wait for things to be just right. But time waits for no one. Every second you delay is a second your competition uses to gain an advantage. It's easy to get stuck in the idea of waiting for the right moment. But the truth is that the right moment is often created by those who take action, those who don't wait for the stars to align, but instead work tirelessly to make things happen. The competition understands this. They don't hesitate when an opportunity presents itself. They seize it, knowing that timing is key to their success. Are you ready to make your move, or are you still waiting for things to fall into place? Complacency is a killer. It's the silent enemy that creeps in when you least expect it. Once you start thinking you've made it, once you begin to believe that you're safe and that the hard work is behind you, that's when complacency begins to settle in. And let me tell you, that's when the competition will pass you by. They will see your complacency and capitalize on it while you rest on your achievements. They're moving ahead. They're hungry for the next level of success, and they'll use your complacency as the fuel to drive their own progress. Success requires constant effort. The work is never finished. The moment you become complacent, you stop growing, and that's when your competition, who is always hungry for more, will begin to pull ahead. They don't take breaks. They don't rest after a victory. They push themselves harder after each success because they know that complacency is the fastest way to lose ground. If you want to stay ahead, you can't afford to take your foot off the gas. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is an opportunity to get better. If you stop pushing yourself, you're giving your competition the space they need to overtake you. Are you ready to continue the fight, or have you become complacent? The world is always changing, and so is the game. The methods and strategies that worked in the past may no longer be effective today. Your competition understands this better than anyone. They are always adapting, learning, and evolving. They're not afraid to change their approach if they see that their current strategy isn't working. The key to staying ahead is the ability to adapt. Your competition knows that, and they're always evolving to meet the demands of the ever-changing landscape. Are you holding on to old methods that worked in the past? If you're not evolving, you're being left behind. The competition is watching the trends, learning from others, and staying ahead of the curve. They understand that in order to win, they must always be on the cutting edge. You can't afford to stay stagnant. If you don't adapt, you'll find yourself stuck while your competition moves past you. The world doesn't care about your comfort zone. It's constantly moving, and if you're not moving with it, you'll get left behind. You need to embrace change, learn from your mistakes, and keep evolving. Your competition will always be evolving. And if you want to stay in the game, so must you. Focus is the most powerful tool you have. Your competition isn't distracted by the noise. They're focused on their goals, their path, and their vision. Every move they make is deliberate, calculated, and purposeful. Are you as focused as they are, or are you letting distractions take you off course? Focus is what separates the winners from the losers. It's what keeps you on track when everything else is falling apart. The competition knows that focus is essential to their success, and they guard it fiercely. They don't let the noise of the world distract them from what's important. They stay disciplined, they stay focused, and they keep their eyes on the prize. But too many people allow distractions to get in the way of their success. They let the latest trends, the opinions of others, and the pressures of everyday life pull them off track. If you're not focused, you'll lose sight of your goals, and so will your competition. They'll be out there making moves while you're stuck, distracted by the noise around you. The key to success is focus. If you want to win, you need to be focused on your goals, your growth, and your vision. Your competition is focused, are you? The battle for success is fought in the mind. The most successful people are not always the most talented, the most skilled, or the most gifted. They are the ones who have the right mindset, the ones who believe they can overcome any challenge, who see failure as just another step towards success, and who are relentless in their pursuit of their goals. Your competition is developing the right mindset every single day. They are cultivating a mentality of resilience, perseverance, and determination. They don't let setbacks stop them. They learn from them. They don't let fear or doubt hold them back. They use it as fuel to push forward. The right mindset is everything. It's what keeps you going when things get tough, when you feel like giving up, when you're facing obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. Your competition is building this mindset right now. Are you developing the mental toughness necessary to succeed, or are you letting negativity and doubt take hold of you? The battle for success is fought in your mind. If your mindset isn't right, your actions won't be either. Your competition knows this. They're developing the right mindset every day. What about you? What you do when no one is watching is what sets you apart. The late nights, the early mornings, the practice, the grind, all of it happens when the spotlight isn't on you. But here's the thing, your competition is still watching even when you think no one is paying attention. They see you when you're working behind the scenes, when you're putting in the effort that no one else sees. They're watching how much you're willing to sacrifice to achieve your goals. They're paying attention to the work you do when no one is looking, because that's what truly defines your character. The competition is out there putting in the work, learning, growing, and improving even when no one is around to see it. They know that success is built in the shadows. Are you working in those moments, or are you waiting for someone to notice? If you're not putting in the effort when no one is watching, your competition will be. And they'll pass you by while you're sitting there waiting for validation. Success is made in the quiet moments, the moments when no one is looking. Your competition understands that. Are you ready to put in the work that others don't see? Your reputation is everything. The actions you take today shape how others will perceive you tomorrow. Your competition is keenly aware of this. They understand that how they conduct themselves in every situation will determine how they are seen by others. They are conscious of the choices they make, the way they respond to challenges, and the way they handle their successes. Are you aware of your reputation? What do people see when they look at you? Do they see someone who takes their work seriously, someone who shows up every day, someone who strives for excellence? Or do they see someone who is easily distracted, who lets opportunities slip away, who doesn't take responsibility for their actions? Your reputation precedes you. It's what others think of you before you even step into a room. And your competition is very aware of what people think of them. They know that their reputation is part of their power. Are you taking care of yours? Are you building a reputation that will help you rise above the rest? Or are you letting your actions speak for themselves in a way that could hold you back? Your reputation will follow you, and so will your competition. They know this, and they're working on theirs every single day. What about you? As we come to the close of this message, I want you to reflect on one thing. Your competition is watching you right now. Every move you make, every choice you don't act on, every moment you let slip by, they're there. They see it. And while you think you're safe, while you think you've got time to rest, they're out there building momentum, gaining ground, and getting ready to overtake you. Now, I don't want you to panic. This isn't about fear. This is about awareness, the kind of awareness that fuels action, the kind that reminds you that nothing is ever guaranteed. Success doesn't wait. It doesn't come to those who sit back and relax. It comes to those who are always prepared, always alert, always improving, to those who watch their competition just as closely as their competition watches them. So I ask you again, are you watching? Are you truly actively prepared for what's next? Because your competition is already setting their sights on what's yours. They're preparing to make their move. Are you going to let them take it? Or are you going to rise, put in the work, and ensure that when the moment comes, it's why you standing at the top, not them? The choice is yours. The work you put in today, the mindset you build now, and the focus you maintain will determine whether you're the one watching from the sidelines or the one making moves, taking the prize, and proving that you're not just in the game, but you're the one setting the pace. The competition is watching. And I'll leave you with this final question. Are you watching your own potential, or will you let it slip through your fingers while others take your place? The time is now. The fight is on. Let's make sure you're ready for whatever comes next.